That should do it. Thanks for your help, Barbara.
Anytime, kid. I sense there's something wrong. Call it an old bat's intuition.
When I decided to hang up the suit, I debated whether it was the right thing to do or not. Bruce's final wish of me having a normal life was one of the few things soothing my conscience. And now I'm worried.
Disappointing him? I went through the same feeling when I hung up my cape and cowl. But let me tell you something. Kiddo, my father never wanted me to go into law enforcement, but he knew that it was my life and I decided how I lived it. He didn't like it, but he always backed me up 100%. Regardless of whether Bruce would approve or not, it's up to you to decide how to live your life. Costume, lifestyle, or basic billionaire. But you shouldn't feel guilty that you did the one thing that Bruce was always afraid to do.
What's that?
Let the people who love you stay in your heart and not push them away. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to meet my husband and some friends for a party. We're going to watch the match tonight.
Didn't know you guys were into wrestling.
I'm not, but it gives me an excuse to do something with the man I love and get out of the house. Tell Joy I said hi.
Will do, Barbara.
What's up, Terry?
I don't know if this will lead to anything, but when Dick and I were kidnapped, a couple of the Jokers had matching tattoos that spelled out a Batcave. If we reverse the letters, the combination comes to kayfabe, the old wrestler who just so happens to have a high-profile match fight against the champ Massive tonight. Now, it could be a coincidence. Maybe I'm just paranoid.
But your bat senses are tingling. It couldn't hurt to investigate.
Exactly.
So instead of dealing with psychopaths and serial killers, I just have to deal with the fake fighters. My lucky evening.
I wouldn't necessarily call them fake, as there's a long history of severe and even tragic deaths during in-ring performances. Plus, some of the greatest members of the Justice League have their roots in boxing and pro wrestling, like Wildcat.
Wildcat?
His real name was Theodore Ted Grant. He was a mentor for many members of the League, including Bruce when he was starting out. Ted became obsessed with fighting, even getting involved in some illegal bouts just to beat on criminals when the League stopped giving him big assignments.
Sounds familiar. None of our scuffles are law-abiding. Why'd they rub him out?
He was getting old, and unlike Bruce, he didn't have or use any high-tech equipment to help him out. And obviously they didn't want him to get seriously hurt or killed. However, him owning up to his issues got him the help he needed, and he continued to inspire and train others in the League, like Static.
Wow. But it's still fake. We don't need the unnecessary theatrics and random bullshit that occurs. Have you seen those corny video packages?
I won't have this argument. Just be to your assignment. What's the word?
I'm almost inside. Just gotta get through security. Will this work?
Don't worry. Barbara upgraded your stuff.
Ticket. Please step through the scanners.
I'm in, Terry.
So we were you betting on winning. But may get the pin by default. Champ took a nasty bump and broke his knee. Can't wait to see what kind of performance they put up.
Heading to meet kayfabe now, Terry.
It will just happen. How about we just shut up and act like normal?
Nothing out of the ordinary here. Water bottle, smelly towel, change of clothes, and... the poster of Wildcat?
Maybe there's...
Someone's coming. Going cloaked.
Come on, Julie. Isn't there someone that could be brought in as a replacement for Massive? But you're my manager. Talk with Mr. Red and find anyone! Look, I need to get booked. If this match gets struck off the card, I'm gonna have problems paying the bills this month. But... I understand, Charlie. Now, come out. I know you're there.
As you know, your opponent won't be able to compete. So we're going to need to read this script and memorize it.
Not another promo. Stop giving me this nonsense. I'm a professional. I can work with an injured opponent and carry him safely. The fans deserve better. This shit isn't real. Changing the card last minute portrays everything associated with pro wrestling. I've been doing this since before you were in diapers.
Listen, old fool. I'm trying to help you because I know a replacement for you. Isn't that right, Patricks?
I'm guessing I don't have a choice in the matter. Get me out of this, and I'm willing to fight for your circus event.
Get her out, read those lines, and I'll go deal with the press.
I'm really sorry about this. I'm not looking to fight, but I really need this. I'll keep you safe.
Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. Terry, what should I do?
Play along. Maybe this will help us find more clues.
How curious. Work your butt off to fight someone that sees me as a joke.
No, this bullshit is as fake as styrofoam flowers. You said it yourself. Don't act all high and mighty as you have been.
You know, young lady, you're not as different from me as you may think. Wildcat was my hero. When I was a kid, he fought for things that were right and embodied the spirit of wrestling. That is, you do provide entertainment for the audience, but you also try to be something for them, to aspire them to be. I worked my whole life and tried to get to a place where I could try to leave my mark for any young person willing to watch and listen. Rather tied up in this circus act to make things more interesting for people who need labels. Just like how the news has dragged heroes like you, Batman, and Wildcat in the mud for the sake of a dog and pony show.
Can't say I ever heard of it like that.
They were looking for someone easy to go up against the champ, Massive, tonight. So he could retain the championship and get close to retiring. Also, I was labeled as a heel because a couple of my cousins joined the Jokers. While working out, he tripped and broke his knee on one of the weights. So obviously, he can't compete. Now watch as I go out and make a fool of myself for the sake of getting me food on the table.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, due to unfortunate injury, there will be a change in tonight's programming. Massive will not face off against your legend, Kayfabe. Taking his place will be our new hero, Patricks. If you wish to have a refund of tonight's event, you're welcome to, or if you'd like to see a hero prove herself against a veteran Kayfabe.
So what do you have to say?
I say bring it on! I've competed in the mixed match before. This chick ain't squat compared to Kayfabe. Come tonight, I reclaim the glory of the fans. I'll roll her up, mash her down, grill her up just right. The whole crowd's eating back burgers tonight.
Good lord, that was a corny. Hey, Terry, you got anything on this Mr. Red?
Cornelius Red. He's basically a modern-day Vince McMahon. He's a stubborn, cranky, greedy... Let me get back to you, Joy. What is it, Barbara?
Get Joy out of that arena ASAP. Cornelius Red is a dangerous man.
What did he do?
Let's see. He has a track record of exploiting his wrestlers, putting illegal venom steroids into them against their wishes, trafficked some of them, and on top of that, made some of them become shells of their former selves.
Why isn't he in jail then?
Unfortunately, due to the fact the only credible witness mysteriously disappeared before his trial, without the witness's testimony, it went to a mistrial, and here we are.
May not be linked to Pestilence or the Jokers, but we can try to see if we can get him behind bars.
Sadly, unless you find something else and give the commissioner a call.
Wait, did you say venom steroids?
Yes, but what does...
Joy, come in. Joy, come in.
In this corner, we have the hardy veteran of our beloved organization ready to smack down those who deems worthy, unworthy, the mighty Cave. Now I want a good clean fight. Don't pull your punches. And may the best fighter win.
How's the communication dampener working? Sit back.
Good. Time for the fun to begin.
Not bad, kid.
I'm just getting started, old man.
Oh, come on. That ain't nice.
Hey, people paid good money for a show.
That they did.
What's going on?
Does this feel fake to you, kid? Does this feel like a circus? I've been doing this for what feels like an eternity. I've given everything for wrestling. I'm not just gonna have some free-spring hag like you bury me after all my hard work.
Bring it on, old-timer.
What? Who invited this?
Show's over, folks. You two alright?
What happened?
When I couldn't reach you, I decided to suit up myself. And on my way, I found some of Red's goons trying to get rid of Massive. He had evidence that linked Red's undoings. Brought him to the commissioner, presented the evidence, and now he's going to jail. But given the nature of these crimes, they're gonna need a lot more evidence to get him to stay in jail.
I got something, Commissioner. I'd like to turn myself in.
For what?
For being an unknown conspirator and accomplice in the crimes committed by one Cornelius Red.
Wait, are you sure you want to do this?
Hey, the spirit of wrestling is about entertainment, but mostly being an inspiration for those that watch. I spent my life wrestling, and I'm hoping to become more an inspiration than an entertainment.
I'm sure Wildcat would be proud.
Thanks, kid. Maybe someday you'll embody wrestling better than I ever will.
You think he'll be okay?
I'm sure he'll be fine. If anything, he'll help make sure Red stays locked up. Now let's have a look at these venom splicing tags. Oh my god. I better get Joy.